So I think with construction negotiations, there is a difference between us negotiating with a client, um, to us negotiating with a consultant, to then us negotiating with a subcontractor. They're three very different negotiations and three very different tactics. Um, a client negotiation always just boils down to very kind of a rights based approach. It's very legal, it's very technical, and that's because we're signing multi-million-dollar contracts with a client, and it's really a lawyer talking to a lawyer, and it's this is a number, these are the rules of the game, and it really doesn't get personal when the type of negotiations we're doing with clients on a client side. Yes, you can do bartering mixes and things like that to get the end result, but there's no emotional connection there. It's because you're talking such large quantities of money. I don't feel we get into the do you trust me, do I trust you. I mean, you can impress them and show them what you're doing. You can put your best foot forward and make them want to use you, but the actual negotiation, the nitty gritty of what's in, what's out, what's the final price, what's the deadline, it's a very cold negotiation in that respect. With consultants, when I'm negotiating with an architect or a BCA consultant or the like, that I find consultants are softer than tradies. So I can do exactly what I said to you. I can remember them and talk to them and build up that friendship, and then be like, oh, go on, mate, go on, just can you do that for me? Can you throw it in? Can you do that? The negotiation I think you're talking about is, though, with our subbies. Yes, it can be very, very hard. It can be cutthroat. But since we've met, the industry's gone through waves. We hit COVID. COVID changed everything up on its head. A lot of negotiations and became over Skype and Zoom and Teams meetings. That changed things. We lost a huge amount of the workforce, so prices just absolutely skyrocketed. So all the power was with the subcontractor. I just couldn't get trades to site. You couldn't pay them enough. You couldn't give them enough. You couldn't offer them enough to get them to your job. So you had to develop that soft side where they wanted to work with you. You had to be genuine. There was no just throw a number out there. If you don't want it, no worries, mate. I've got a line of people coming up. We didn't have that. There was no BATNA. There was no BATNA to anyone. It was, please come and work for us, But then again, it's starting to change now. There's a lot more work out there in the market, so the power's kind of shifting back to the builder less than the